Today, we're diving into the incredible life and legacy of Flaco Jiménez, the legendary accordionist who brought Tejano, norteño, and Tex-Mex music to the world stage. Sadly, Flaco passed away recently, and we now have details about his cause of death. In this video, we're covering everything you want to know: his cause of death, age, spouse, family, net worth, lifestyle, and a full biography that celebrates his 7-decade career. From jamming with Bob Dylan to winning Grammys, Flaco's story is one of passion, talent, and heart. If you're ready to honor this music icon, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Let's start with the heartbreaking news. Flaco Jiménez, born Leonardo Jiménez, passed away on July 31, 2025, at the age of 86. According to his family's announcement on Facebook, he died surrounded by loved ones at his son's home in San Antonio, Texas. While the exact cause of death wasn't explicitly stated, reports from outlets like the San Antonio Express-News and Mexico confirmed Flaco succumbed to a long-standing illness after a health setback earlier in 2025. In January, he was hospitalized for what his family called a medical hurdle, and though he returned home and was said to be recovering, his health had been declining for years. His son Arturo revealed Flaco's final words were, "Ya estoy cansado, I'm tired," a poignant farewell from a man who gave his all to music for over 70 years. The family thanked fans for their love, saying, "His legacy will live on through his music and all of his fans." The outpouring of tributes from artists like Los Tex-Maniacs and fans on social media shows just how deeply he was loved. So, how old was Flaco at the time of his passing? Born on March 11, 1939, in San Antonio, Texas, Flaco was 86 years old. A Pisces by zodiac sign, he had a creative, soulful spirit that shone through his music. At about 5 feet 8 inches tall and with a slender build, hence the nickname Flaco, meaning skinny in Spanish, he was a commanding presence on stage, squeezing his accordion with lightning-fast fingers and a huge smile. Even in his 80s, he was performing at venues like Flor's Country Store and the Tejano Conjunto Festival, proving his love for music never faded. Now, let's talk about Flaco's spouse. Flaco was married to Adela Jimenez, his lifelong partner who stood by him through his rise to fame and his health struggles. While Adela kept a low profile, she was a key part of his life, and together they once ran a food truck in San Antonio called Tacos Jimenez, serving up delicious tacos to locals. The business was later relaunched in 2021 by their son Leonardo Jiménez III and his wife, Gilda, keeping the family's entrepreneurial spirit alive. There's no public record of Flaco having a husband or being in any other relationships, and he and Adela shared a strong bond built on love and their shared Mexican-American heritage. Adela's presence gave Flaco the stability to focus on his music, and she's mentioned fondly in family tributes after his passing. Let's dive into Flaco's family, because music ran in their blood. Flaco was born into a musical dynasty in San Antonio's West Side, a vibrant Mexican-American community. His grandfather, Patricio Jimenez, played accordion, bringing polkas and waltzes to early norteño music. His father, Santiago Jimenez Sr., was a pioneer of conjunto music, recording one of the first conjunto records, Dices Pesqueo, in 1936. Flaco's younger brother, Santiago Jimenez Jr., also became a renowned accordionist, carrying on the family tradition with a more traditional sound. Flaco and Adela had 5 children: Leonardo Jiménez Jr., Gil Jimenez, David Jimenez, Rachel Fernandez, and Rosalinda Jimenez Esquivel. The family announcement of his death came from relatives including Cynthia Jimenez, Gilbert Jimenez, Javier and Raquel Fernandez, and Arturo and Lisa Jimenez, showing how tight-knit they are. Flaco performed with his dad at age 7 and later with his own kids, passing down the accordion tradition. His son Leonardo III is also a musician, and the Jimenez family's legacy continues to shape Tex-Mex music. Now, let's talk money. Flaco's net worth reflects his incredible career, but estimates vary widely. As of 2025, sources like Celebrity Net Worth and Biography Walla peg his net worth between $1 million and $5 million, with some like Wikispro suggesting it could be as high as $5 million to $10 million. One outlier, VipFac, claimed $1.19 billion, but that's unverified and likely exaggerated. Flaco's wealth came from his music career, including 6 Grammy Awards, album sales, and performances with bands like the Texas Tornadoes and Los Super 7. His 1992 album Partners, featuring stars like Linda Ronstadt and Dwight Yoakam, was selected for the U.S. Library of Congress National Recording Registry in 2021, boosting his legacy. He also earned from film soundtracks like Y Tu Mama Tambien and Tin Cup, and collaborations with the Rolling Stones and Bob Dylan. Flaco's food truck and endorsement with Hohner for his Flaco Jiménez signature series accordion added to his income. Despite his success, he lived modestly, staying rooted in San Antonio. Flaco's lifestyle was a beautiful blend of music, family, and community. Living in San Antonio his whole life, he never strayed far from his roots in the West Side barrio. He and Adela owned a modest home, and their food truck, Tacos Jimenez, was a local favorite, showing their entrepreneurial side. Flaco was in good health for much of his life, thanks to care from WellMed, but faced challenges later, including a broken hip and 2 rib fractures from falls in March 2015, and pneumonia and other ailments in his final years. At 5 feet 8 inches and lean, true to his Flaco nickname, he stayed active, performing into his 80s. His Instagram, with thousands of followers, showcased his gigs, family moments, and love for Tex-Mex culture. Flaco was a devout Catholic, grounded by faith, and his philanthropy included supporting local San Antonio causes. He loved simple pleasures like jamming with friends, eating tacos, and mentoring young musicians, always with a warm, humble vibe. Alright, let's dive into Flaco's biography, because his journey is pure legend. Born Leonardo Jiménez on March 11, 1939, in San Antonio, Texas, Flaco grew up in a Mexican-American family where music was life. His grandfather Patricio played accordion, and his dad, Santiago Jimenez Sr., was a Conjunto pioneer. Flaco got his nickname, Flaco, from his dad, both known for their slim frames. At 7, Flaco was performing with his father, playing the bajo sexto, a 12-string Mexican guitar, before switching to accordion, inspired by Santiago Sr. and Zydeco legend Clifton Chenier. By 15, he was recording with Los Caporales, dropping his first hit, Hasta la Vista, in 1955. His early band, Los Caminantes, became one of Texas' most popular conjunto dance bands, playing polkas and waltzes that got crowds moving. In the 1960s, Flaco's career took off when he teamed up with Doug Sahm of the Sir Douglas Quintet. Their blend of Tex-Mex and rock brought Conjunto to new audiences. In the 70s, Flaco headed to New York, working with icons like Dr. John, David Lindley, and Ry Cooder, appearing on Cooder's Chicken Skin music album. He toured Europe with Cooder, spreading Conjunto's joyful sound globally. Back in the U.S., he formed the Free Mexican Air Force with Peter Rowan and Wally Drogos, and played on the Rolling Stones' Voodoo Lounge album. His 1988 hit, Streets of Bakersfield, with Dwight Yoakam and Buck Owens topped the Billboard Hot Country Singles chart, proving his crossover appeal. In 1990, Flaco co-founded the Texas Tornadoes with Sam, Freddie Fender, and Augie Myers, winning a Grammy for their debut album. He also joined Los Super 7, a supergroup that won a Grammy in 1999 for their self-titled album. Flaco's solo career was just as epic. His 1986 album I Te Dejo en San Antonio, featuring a song written by his dad, won his first Grammy. He followed with Grammys in 1996 for Flaco Jiménez, 1999 for Said and Done, and 2000 for Los Super 7's debut. In 2015, he and Max Baca won a Latin Album Award at the Independent Music Awards for Flaco and Max, Legends and Legacies. Flaco's 1992 album Partners, with guests like Emmylou Harris and Los Lobos, was a critical hit, later preserved in the National Recording Registry. He won a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015, and in 2022, received the National Medal of Arts, though health issues kept him from the White House ceremony. His music appeared in films like Striptease and Picking Up the Pieces, where he had a cameo with Woody Allen and Sharon Stone. Flaco's accolades are endless. He was inducted into the Texas Western Swing Hall of Fame, Texas Music Hall of Fame, and San Antonio Music Hall of Fame. In 2001, he and Santiago Jr. received the Texas Medal of Arts. In 2012, he earned a National Heritage Fellowship from the National Endowment for the Arts, the U.S.'s highest honor in folk arts. In 2014, he got a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Americana Music Association, presented by Ry Cooder. In 2017, a 1987 photo of Flaco by Al Rendon was added to the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery, recognizing his cultural impact. The Houston Chronicle ranked him number 19 among Texas' greatest musicians in 2018, and in 2019, he received the Top of Texas Award and a History-Making Texas Award. He was named a Texas State Musician in 2014 and inducted into the National Hispanic and NYC International Latin Music Halls of Fame. Despite his global fame, Flaco stayed rooted in San Antonio, performing at local spots like the Fiesta Club and Rubens Place. He mentored young artists, collaborated with Los Tex-Maniacs, and headlined the Tejano Conjunto Festival. His Honer Flaco Jiménez signature series Accordion, launched in 2009, became a favorite among musicians. Flaco's music blended traditional conjunto with rock, blues, and pop, creating a sound that was both timeless and innovative. His Spanglish lyrics and Musica Alegra, happy music, captured the soul of the Southwest, resonating with fans from Texas ballrooms to international stages. He never compromised his vision, making conjunto a global phenomenon while staying true to his heritage. Flaco faced health challenges in his later years. In 2015, he suffered a broken hip and rib fractures from falls but returned to perform at the Tejano Conjunto Festival by May. In January 2025, he was hospitalized again, and though he briefly recovered, his long illness took its toll. His resilience was inspiring. He kept playing, even as his health declined, because music was his life. Tributes after his death were heartfelt. Los Tex-Maniacs called him a champion of traditional conjunto music, and fans wrote, "R.I.P. to San Antonio's greatest export, the Squeezebox King." The Library of Congress praised his innovation, and the music world mourned a giant whose accordion defined Tex-Mex culture. What's next for Flaco's legacy? His music lives on through his discography, from hits like Soy de San Luis and De Ballin' Pin Pon to albums like Squeezebox King. His children and brother Santiago Jr. carry the Jimenez tradition, and young musicians inspired by Flaco keep conjunto alive. His National Recording Registry album partners and Smithsonian portrait ensure his place in history. Flaco's story is one of family, faith, and fearless creativity, a reminder to chase your passion and stay true to your roots. So, there you have it, the full story of Flaco Jiménez's cause of death, age, spouse, family, net worth, lifestyle, and biography. From a San Antonio kid to a global legend, Flaco's accordion told the story of a culture and a people. What's your favorite Flaco Jiménez song? Did you ever see him perform live? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let me know who else you want me to cover. If you loved this tribute, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next one. Thanks for watching, and let's keep Flaco's Musica Alegra alive.